Hey guys, hope you all are doing well. This is the part 2 of stages in Process Studio. Let's see some characteristics of a process. The first one is a new process always has a main page. See, as in programming language, there is always a main class or a main function or a main method. Similarly, there is a main page. We can't edit this page, we can't create a duplicate of this page, we can't rename this page. So next one is a page in a process always contain a start and an information stage. Let me show you this page. This is the information stage. You can see the information about page. This is the start stage, you can see, and this is the end stage. A page can contain multiple end stages but only one start stage. We can't delete these stages. We can't delete the start stage, we can't delete the information stage. These are the part of every page in a process. We can delete the end stage. We can create a copy of a end stage, but if we try to copy the start stage and paste it, then it will override the existing start stage. See, the following stages were replaced. See, the existing start stage was replaced by the new start stage. So there is always only one start stage in a page. Next one is there is a only start stage in a page, as I already told you, and there can be multiple end stages in a page. This one, if this page is published, then it becomes visible. Means if we want to see our process in control room, then we have to publish the main page. Go to main page, click on the process information stage. See, the information stage on main page is the process information stage, and the information stage on other pages is the page information stage. When we open the process information stage, you can see the on bottom of the page, publish the process in control room checkbox. Check this box and this process will now visible in control room. Now let me create a block. We are gonna use multi-calculation stage. Let me drag drop multi-calculation stage. See, you can see in calculation stage there is only one calculation is performed by us. And in multi-calculation stage we can perform more than one calculation. I have taken 3 data items for storing the result, and I have created one more block. Let me rename this. So this is how we can categorize our data items in different blocks. First two data items are variables with values, and in next block there are variables for storing the result. Now go to multi-calculation stage and add the expression. The first expression will be for addition of x and y, x plus y. Now validate it. Expression is valid. Now store the result in sum. Sum is another variable which will store the result of expression x plus y. Next one is x minus y, and next one is x multiply y. So in calculation stage we only perform x plus y, but here we can perform multiple operations. Multiple calculation we can do here in one stage. Now let me run the process. See, x is 100 and y is 200, and their sum is 100 plus 200 is 300, and multiplication is 20,000, and difference is 100 minus 200 is minus 100. So this is how we can perform multi-calculation in one stage. Now see, we have taken 3 variables for storing the results, but what if there are 50 variables or more than 50 variables? Then we have to use 50 or 100 data items. To remove this issue or to mitigate this issue, Blue Prism provides a stage collection. See, a collection is the set of multiple data items, and their data types can be same or can be different as per our requirement. See, fields means the data item. Let me add a data item. This is the to the array in a programming language or a collection in a programming language. See, I have created a data item name as sum and data type is number. Let me create another one for difference or subtraction. Data type is number, and next one is for multiplication. So this collection contains 3 fields or 3 data items. Okay, now what we do is remove these 3 data items, because one collection is enough is for these all 3: multiplication, sum and difference. Now click on multiplication. Now for storing the results, we are using the collection fields. Collection.sum is for storing the result of x plus y, and collection.difference is for storing the result of subtraction. Now for collection, we have to add a row in the collection. For storing the result, we need a row in which, like in array, we give the length of the arrays for storing the values in it. Similarly, we add a row in collections. The number of rows in a collection is the length of that collection. And run the process. Now see the results. You can see the sum is 300 and difference is minus 100, and that multiplication is 20,000. Let me zoom. This is the option of zooming the page. You can use it. We have covered all these options. Loop is pending. We will discuss in next video. The note stage. The note stage is used for the formatting or editing purpose. If we want to give a message in our process, we use this, like the comments in a programming language. Note is similar to the comments. See, if we want to tell something, we can use the notes. There isn't any effect of the notes in the process. This is just a comment. Anchor tag. Anchor tag is for giving a better look to our process. If there are multiple stages, if there are lot of stages in your one page, so you have to give link like these, diagonal links or something like this. But using anchor, we can give a better look to our process, and it will become easy to understand. We can easily understand the flow of the process by using these anchor tags. See, this looks good now. This is how we can give a good look to our process by using anchor tags. Next one is alert stage. As its name suggests, alert is used to generate alert messages. There are some settings to do for this alert stage. I will create a detailed video on alert stage. There are three stages for exception handling: exception, recover and resume. I will also create a different video for exception handling as well. Thank you so much for watching this, guys. Do comment your queries and doubts.